I think Yuki definitely stole the show today. He's a joy to be around. He's a character.
He's full of energy. He's got, bubbling personality.
6 million views. That's how many times people watched a Grizzlies post about their new player, Yuki Kawamura. But here's the kicker. He's not even a full-time NBA player yet.
At 5'8", but Japanese guard Yuki Kawamura got the biggest cheers from the crowd as he whipped out the gritty with Ja Morant to beat out the other rookies in the annual dance comp.
So what's got everyone clicking? It's not just his skills on the court. It's his unexpected friendship with Ja Morant that's breaking the internet. From dance-offs to viral photos, these two are redefining NBA bromances. And we've got all the details on how this 5'8" guard from Japan became Memphis's newest sensation. The Grizzlies chose to take a chance on Yuki. Why? We'll get to that. But first, let me tell you a story that will inspire you to take chances. You won't believe what happened at Yuki's first practice with the team. The new guy, who is only a few inches tall, is the center of attention among the tall NBA players.
He was able to showcase that, center court in front of the fans. He's doing a lot more than, dancing and winning those competitions. He's helped elevate the tone of our practice.
After that, Yuki does his thing. There were crossovers that made defenders trip, no-look passes that didn't seem to make sense, and shots, they were getting tired from this guy all over the court. How did his teammates react? Worth a lot. People's jaws dropped. Even the coaches couldn't believe what they were seeing. And Ja Morant? He looked at me with eyes as big as a child's on Christmas morning. You could almost see the gears turning in his head as he thought about what could happen with Yuki on the court. It felt like seeing two long-lost basketball brothers get back together. Now things start to get interesting. Believe me, that day, the gym had a different vibe. This underdog from Japan, who was only tall enough to ride roller coasters, was suddenly looked up to by NBA big names. Not only did he have great skills, but Yuki's spirit and lack of fear made everyone really like him. It gets even stranger than that. This was only the start. Yuki didn't want to stop at making it to the NBA. He came to make a statement and show that height doesn't matter if you have heart and skill. Even though the Grizzlies knew they were onto something big, they had no idea what was going to happen next. You thought Yuki's journey couldn't get any stranger when Ja Morant showed up. What does a superstar like Ja have to do with a rookie from Japan? You may be asking. I promise that the first time they talk to each other will make you double take. The Grizzlies' lives are about to be turned upside down by a story about two people who don't seem to be friends. Let's talk about Ja for a moment. Isn't this guy the Grizzlies' face? A star whose moves make you wonder about the laws of physics. But here's the thing. Ja's had some rough spots. We're talking about everything. Suspensions, drama off the court, and so on. On a basketball court, it's like being on a roller coaster. Now picture this. Ja runs into Yuki. You would think it would be weird, right? An NBA star who stands tall and a rookie from Japan who is 5'8". Nope, though. There were sparks. Not love sparks, but basketball sparks. Their very first meeting, you'll laugh at it. Picture Ja walking up to Yuki and being very serious. Then bang, he starts to talk about Yuki's sweets. Y'all better get your order in because Yuki's candy is good, Ja says. The ice was broken right there. This is where things get crazy. Ja took Yuki in as his own child. But why? That's the big question. Ja may have seen some of himself in Yuki, That will to win, He might have also just known good talent when he saw it. It changed everything, no matter what the reason was. When they practiced together, it's so cool to see David and Goliath become best friends. In order to teach Yuki all of his tricks, Ja is using a sponge. You have Yuki, who slides between defenders like he's made of liquid, and Ja, who jumps out of the gym. I have to tell you, it's basketball magic. To top it all off, the whole team began to feel it. The mood in the locker room, not at all alike. You have seasoned pros like Ja who are stepping up and teaching the newbies how to do things. Coach Jenkins said, the intentionality from our guys who have been here for a couple of years has been a big thing in the locker room. Everyone was excited because Ja and Yuki were friends. What's crazy though, this is just the start. The best is still to come. It's only the beginning for Ja and Yuki. The NBA should be careful. In Memphis, these two are cooking up something special. You won't want to miss what comes next. Okay, so you liked that Ja and Yuki were friends? Wait until you see what came next. Do you remember that picture I talked about before? There was so much of it that it broke the internet. This video has had millions of views and has been reacted to by famous people, but that was only the beginning. The main dish? It's going to get even crazier soon. We need to break down this picture because it's more than just a picture. It's a cultural moment. Think about this. It looks like Ja and Yuki have been friends for years when they're at a Grizzlies party with a 2000s theme. As soon as the Grizzlies announced Yuki's new two-way contract, they dropped this bomb. And boom, in no time at all, X, that's Twitter for you old folks, had 6 million views. What's even stranger though, over 10,000 people saw a different post with the same picture. People on the internet loved these two so much. Not just fans were crazy about Ja and Yuki. NBA players, famous people, and everyone else was too. They seem to have overnight become the NBA's new power couple. Then there were the dance videos. You're going to love this boy. When did Yuki and Ja hit the gritty? That's when everything went off the rails. Fans were not only happy with Yuki's moves, they made him a clear fan favorite. Imagine a Japanese guard who is 5'8" and steals hearts and breaks ankles on and off the court. How they get along when they're not on the court? It began to show up on the court too. Fans were going crazy, and the local media couldn't get enough. Japanese reporters even came in droves to see this dynamic duo. It's like watching a buddy comedy with alley-oops and crossovers adding to the fun. Who runs the Grizzlies' social media? They knew they had found gold. The news of their engagement blew everyone away. Everything is fair game. Likes, shares, comments, and so on. Every post that had Ja and Yuki in it went viral right away. They were putting it all over their social media like they had found the key to becoming famous on the internet. It's no longer just about basketball. That's not it. We're seeing a friendship that breaks down barriers between cultures and shows the world what the NBA is really like. The best part? This huge spread of the virus is just the start. The way Ja and Yuki are friends in the NBA is changing the game, and you won't want to miss what's next. You think that Ja and Yuki's friendship is only about dance moves and videos that go viral? Not so fast. You didn't see this pair changing the game in this way. Do you remember Yuki's preseason stats? A little over 15 minutes and 3.4 points and 4.2 assists? That's only a taste of what's going on in the court. Let's talk about how this strange friendship is making things more interesting. Yuki's game? It's changing faster than anyone thought it would, and Ja is the main reason for that. Imagine being a rookie and having one of the best players in the league teach you everything you need to know. That's how things are for Yuki right now. He's like a sponge, taking in everything Ja says at practice and games. How they get along on the court? They look like they've played together for years. You have Ja, the high-flying star, and Yuki, the sneaky quick switch maker. Their moves are known to each other before they happen. There's basketball telepathy going on, I tell you. The important thing is that this isn't just about what's going on in the court. That's not even close to it. Right now, cultural bridges are being built in front of our eyes. NBA's reach around the world, it just got a huge boost. Fans from Memphis to Tokyo are tuning in to see these two do their thing. When we talk about Japan, the Grizzlies fans there are going crazy right now. It seems like they've made Memphis their second home team. They are glued to every game and highlight. Do you know what that means? Things are flying off the shelves. Grizzlies shirts with Kawamura's name on them, they need to make them more quickly. And don't even get me started on how many people use social media. That picture of Ja and Yuki at the party with a 2000s theme, 6 million people have seen X. It hit more than 10,000. It looks like the Grizzlies' social media team is flipping out right now. They are really excited about getting married. What's the best thing about all of this, though? It's only the start. Something big is starting to form, according to Coach Jenkins. He's talking about how the veterans are stepping up in the locker room and not giving up. The team is really fired up because of Ja and Yuki's friendship. Watch out for these two. Not only are they changing the game, but they're also changing what it means to be friends, teammates, and cultural ambassadors. We've never seen anything like this in the NBA before. You won't want to miss what comes next. All right, let's end this. The story of Yuki and Ja, it's not just a friendly relationship. It changes the NBA game, breaks down barriers, and shows what's possible. These two are changing the rules for how to deal with other countries in basketball. What's really crazy? This is just the start. The NBA is about to enter a whole new era thanks to Yuki and Ja. There is a new energy in the league that is bringing people from different cultures together and growing fan bases across continents. Imagine that more international players get their chance. More friendships form out of the blue, and the NBA becomes an even bigger deal around the world. That's what Yuki and Ja are making possible. Watch out for these two. Trust me, you won't want to miss what they do next.